In 3, 2. Hello everyone, and thank you for stopping by here at WFXRTV.com. I'm meteorologist Sandra Brogan. Well, we are looking at the first snow event for the season. We do have snow in the forecast across the area. Now, it will likely start off as rain for many of us before that changeover to snow, but the farther east you are, it will take a little bit longer for that changeover. So it is going to make for a messy Monday morning commute. We're looking at some slushy roads, could have some slick spots on those roadways. And again, we are going to see it moving out through the morning on Monday. It may not move out of our eastern in 3, take 2, 3, 2. Hello everyone, and 3, 2. Hello everyone, and welcome. Oh goodness. 3, 2. Hello everyone, and thank you for checking us out here at WFXRTV.com. I'm meteorologist Sandra Brogan. Well, our first snow event is in the forecast. In fact, we're looking at accumulating snow across much of the area, but because of the recent warm weather, a lot of the snow, once it begins, will melt on contact with the surface. But we are still looking at the potential for some slushy roads and also some slick spots for your Monday morning commute, so it is likely to be a messy one, as we could see several inches of snow. We'll get to the forecast on how much you can expect here in just a few moments, but we do have winter weather alerts to tell you about. We have a winter storm warning where you see that pink shading, and again, several inches of snowfall possible across the area. Could see up to 2 to 3 inches of snow for the areas that you see shaded in purple. This indicates a winter weather advisory. So all in all, we are looking at the potential for slick spots to develop on those roadways, especially during the morning commute for many of you. Now, the farther west you are, likely see some of those slick spots before daybreak. Now, as far as how much, this is how much I'm thinking, about 4 to 6 inches of that snowfall for areas along and west of the parkway, and it'll start to taper off as we work our way eastward because we are going to see it as rain for a longer duration. So 2 to 5 inches of that snowfall possible from Roanoke to Smith Mountain Lake, and again, the farther east you are, I think on the lower end of that range, and once we get to south side, we could still see a couple of inches of snow, but I think once we get to east of Highway 29, we're looking at possibly just a dusting, so up to 3 inches possible in those areas. But again, because of the recent warm weather, a lot of this is going to melt on contact, but because recent model runs are showing this area of low pressure sitting to our south a little bit stronger than it was before, that means that snow could fall a little bit more heavily. And so with that snow falling heavily than expected before, that will allow for those surfaces to cool a bit more. So the driving surfaces will likely cool a little bit more quickly than we were anticipating yesterday at this time. So futurecast showing the timing on that precipitation. Again, we're likely to see it starting off as rain across much of the area. Now, the higher elevations in West Virginia may see it starting off as a rain-snow mix or snow, but for most of us, it is going to start off as rain. Now, this is timed out a little after midnight. We're still seeing mostly rain across much of the area, but once we get to about 3 and 4 a.m., the mountains already looking at that changeover to all snow, still dealing with a rain-snow mix along the parkway and eastward, looking at still rain. This is timed out at 4 a.m. So I'll continue to put this into motion. By the time that many of you are heading out the door for your Monday morning commute, the mountains will still be dealing with all snow, and that transition to all snow will be working its way just a little farther eastward, just east of I-81, and we'll still be dealing with that snow mixing in with the rain east of I-81. But once we get to about mid-morning, well, it's looking like all snow for most of the area. Now, I think that Futurecast may be overdoing it just a bit, but this just kind of gives you an idea of the timing on the precipitation, and it's going to change over to all snow before it exits your area. So south side, this is timed out around 2 p.m., and so we'll be seeing the last of the light snow or flurries exiting your area by around that time. I think for most of us, it would be out of here by around lunchtime. Now, temperatures for tonight will be dropping down into the low to mid 30s. So again, many of us seeing those temperatures hovering just above freezing, but below freezing for Buchanan, 31 degrees there, right at that freezing mark for Delville at 32 degrees. But again, elevated surfaces, including bridges and overpasses, those tend to cool off more quickly, and so we could see some slick spots developing on those first, so just keep that in mind. 33 for the overnight low in Lynchburg, 34 in Alta Vista. We'll see those temperatures dropping back down into that low to mid 30s also across Southside. Rain likely for you overnight in Southside. You'll see that snow mixed in with the rain, I think, after daybreak for tomorrow before that brief transition to all snow as that system is exiting the area for many of you the farther east you are. New River Valley, seeing those temperatures dropping down into the 20s overnight, so well below freezing. 27 for the overnight low in Blacksburg, and again likely to start off as rain before mixing with some snow and then changing over to snow overnight. 27 for the overnight low in Hot Springs. We'll see 30 for the overnight low in Covington and 32 for Newcastle. So as we have that snow starting out the day for many of us, it should be out of here by, I think, around lunchtime. It is going to be much colder compared to recent days, and also windy, and that's going to make it feel even colder. So blustery cold for your Monday afternoon. We'll see the sunshine coming out and temperatures warming to above freezing, so that will help to melt any snow that is lingering, especially on those grassy areas and elevated surfaces. 39 degrees for the high tomorrow afternoon in Roanoke, 40 for Rocky Mount. Monday afternoon we should make it up to around 41 in Lynchburg, 42 in Brookneal. So again, definitely it is going to be like winter very quickly. 42 for the high in Danville, 41 in Chatham, 42 in Martinsville. And for the New River Valley, temperatures for you should make it into just the 30s, but at least you should be above freezing. With that sunshine during the afternoon, that will help to melt much of the snow that you have accumulated. Now, as far as the highlands, we'll see Hot Springs topping out right around 33, 32, right at that freezing mark. So some of you in the highlands may not climb to above freezing all day long, especially in those higher elevations, and so you may not get to melt very much in that snow. But any snow that does melt during the afternoon on Monday, well, we are going to have light winds in place Monday night into Tuesday morning, and with temperatures by Tuesday morning for many of us dropping down into the 20s, well, that will allow for that ice to develop. We'll see that refreezing of that snow melt on those roadways possible, and so that could lead to some icy spots that you don't see right away. So Tuesday morning, you'll need to be careful as well. 43 for the high Tuesday afternoon, back down to the mid-20s Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, and then temperatures moderating quite a bit as we get to Wednesday. Despite cloud cover, we're back up to around 50 for the high, and then our next chance for showers arrives on Thursday.